Hello students. So in this class we are going to revise aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid. What is the weightage for this chapter? Weightage for this chapter is what? 11 marks. So one question will be there for 1 marks and two questions will be there in the part D for 5 marks. Correct? So total number of questions from this chapter will be what? 3 questions and the total number of marks will be what? 11 marks. Clear? So already we are discussed in the what? Offline classes. So in these online classes I am going to discuss only the important concepts which may appear for the what? Examination. Clear? So let us start the aldehydes concept. Aldehydes. Let us start aldehydes. So what are aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids? These are the organic compounds. Organic compounds containing carbonyl group. Containing which functional group? Carbonyl group. What are aldehydes and ketones? What are aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid? These are the organic compounds containing which functional group? Containing carbonyl functional group. That is C double bond O. Correct? Carbonyl functional group containing organic compounds are said to be aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. Okay. Now, what are aldehydes? Aldehydes means what? Carbonyl compounds. Aldehydes are the what? Carbonyl compounds. In that aldehydes, one or two valency. One valency must be satisfied by what? Hydrogen, and other valency may satisfied by the what? Alkyl group or a hydrogen group. For example, you can write RCOH. Here, the four valencies of a carbon. Out of four valency, two valencies are satisfied by which group? Carbonyl group. That is double bond oxygen. And one valency must be satisfied by a what? Hydrogen, and other valency of a carbon, it may satisfied by alkyl group or it may satisfied by a what? Hydrogen. So these compounds are said to be what? This type of organic compounds are said to be what? Aldehydes. Okay. Aldehydes are the carbonyl compounds, organic compounds containing carbonyl group, where one valency of the carbon must be satisfied by which atom? Hydrogen atom. Those are said to be what? Aldehydes. What is the general formula? How we write it as RCHO. Even we can write what? RCHO. Next, ketones are nothing but RCOR. So what are ketones? Ketones are the organic compounds where the four valencies of a carbon or the two valencies of a carbon are satisfied by two alkyl groups. If either sides of a carbon are substituted by alkyl group, means those are said to be what? Ketones. Carbonyl functional group will be present in a ketone, and the two valencies of a carbon must be satisfied by which group? Must be satisfied by what? Alkyl group. Those type of organic compounds are said to be what? Ketones. These are called to be what? Ketones. Okay. Next, carboxylic acid. Its molecular formula is RCOR. Next, carboxylic acid. RC double bond O. Carboxylic acids are the organic compounds which has two functional groups. One is carbonyl group. Other one is what? Hydroxyl group. Are you getting? Carboxylic acids are the organic compounds where the two functional groups are present. One is carbonyl group, C double bond O, and other one is what? OH group, hydroxyl group. So this type of general formula represents for the what? Carboxylic acids. Carboxylic acid. Clear? Next some other compounds are there. Some other functional groups are there. I will write R, C, O. Now, instead of H, if I represent this H by R, means at that time I can call this function group as a what? Ester. What it is? Ester. Okay. Next, if I replace RCO by X, if I replace this OH group by what? X, that is halide. At that time these are said to be what? Acid halides. What? Acid halides. halides. Clear? Next, RCO. If I have NH2, what are the function group here? Carbonyl is the function group, along with carbonyl amine group is there. So at that time, if carbonyl group and NH2 group is present in a molecule, means that function group can be called as what? Amide. What is the functional group? Amide. Okay. Next, RCO. Next, OC double bond O R. So these type of function groups, RC double bond O, OCO double bond O. These are said to be what? Acetic anhydrides. These are said to be what? Anhydrides. Acetic anhydrides. Or you can call it as what? Anhydrides. Anhydrides function group. Okay. Next, if you have RC triple bond N, functional group, then these functional groups are called as what? Nitriles. What is the functional group? What is the name? Nitriles. RC triple bond N can be called as what? Nitriles. Next, RCH double bond NH. Remember these functional groups? RCH double bond NH are said to be imines. What it is? Imines. NH2 is present in what? NH2. They are NH remain next to around the nitrogen R must be what about? Single bond. So that is what amine. If nitrogen is having a double bond with the carbon, these are said to be what? Imines. What is the name? Imines. So these are the important functional groups. Which will appear in this chapter, aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. Clear? Note down these functional groups. So next one, nomenclature of aldehydes and ketones. Nomenclature of aldehydes and ketones. Nomenclature of aldehydes and ketones. Okay, we have some common names. Okay, and along with common names, IUPAC nomenclature can be done for the aldehydes. Now, take aldehydes. What is the functional group of aldehyde? RC double bond OH. RC double bond OH. For example, if you have HC double bond OH, HC double bond OH. So in an IUPAC system, for naming the aldehyde, for naming the aldehyde, E of the parent chain, last letter E of the parent chain is replaced by what? AL. Are you getting? In IUPAC system, for the nomenclature of aldehyde, E letter is replaced by which letter? AL. E letter is replaced by what? E of the parent hydrocarbon is replaced by what? AL. Clear? Next, write IUPAC name for the HC double bond OH. So this is aldehyde. In this aldehyde, how many carbons are there? How many carbons are there in this molecule? Only one carbon. So when carbon number is 1, so what is the root word? With. Carbon is having a single bond. Carbon there is no bond. So I can take it as a what? With N. Now E is replaced by what? Al. So that is methanol. Methanol is the what? IUPAC name for the HC double bond OH. And formaldehyde is the what? Common name. Formaldehyde is the what? Common name. Clear? Next example. CH3, C double bond O, H. One side alkyl group is there and another side hydrogen is there. Okay. Now write IUPAC name. How many carbon atoms are there? 2 carbon atoms. Start numbering from the what? Substitute and mark the functional group should get a what? Lowest number. So number 1, number 2. 1, 2. How many carbons are there? 2 carbons. Eth. Carbon, single bond. Carbon, single bond. So ethane. Correct? Now E is replaced by which letter? Al. Methanol is the what? IUPAC name for the CH3C double bond OH. And its common name is acetaldehyde. What is the common name? Acetaldehyde. Okay. Next, CH3, CH2, double bond OH. So IUPAC name will be carbon number 1, number from left to right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 carbons means, so the root word is prop. Carbon is having a single bond, so AN. What is the functional group? Aldehyde is the functional group, so E is replaced by which letter? AN. So propanol is the what? IUPAC name. Propanol is the IUPAC name. Next, how we can write? This is propanaldehyde. Propanaldehyde is the what? Common name. Okay. Next, aromatic aldehydes. Aromatic aldehyde. So benzene ring having a what? CHO group. Benzene ring having a CHO. Here benzaldehyde is accepted as a IUPAC name. Benzaldehyde is common name. The common name itself is accepted as a what? IUPAC name. So benzaldehyde. Its name is what? Benzaldehyde. Or you can write what? Carbaldehyde. Benzene carbaldehyde. Benzene carbaldehyde. Benzene carbaldehyde. Benzene carbaldehyde. Okay. So these are the names of the some important compounds which are frequently used in this chapter. Okay. Methanol, propanol, and benzaldehyde. That is benzaldehyde. Next, ketones. Next, nomenclature of ketones. Nomenclature of ketones. Now, C double bond O, CH3, CH3. Okay. One or two times it has appeared for the what? Examination. Write the IUPAC name for the what? CH3CO, CH3. Write IUPAC name for this organic compound. Okay. So what is the IUPAC name? IUPAC naming. Look at here. So molecule is symmetrical. Is it or not? Molecule is symmetrical. So when the molecule is symmetrical, it can number from any one side, any of the one side. So I name from right to left, 1, 2, 3. How many carbons are there? 3 carbons. When 3 carbons are there means what is the root word? Prop. Okay. Now here the parent hydrocarbon, E letter of the parent hydrocarbon is replaced by which letter? ONE. Are you getting? In the IUPAC nomenclature, in the IUPAC system of nomenclature in ketone, parent hydrocarbon is replaced by E letter of a parent hydrocarbon is replaced by what? ON. Is replaced by what? ON. So pro-ane. Yes, because carbon is having a what? Single bond. AN is a suffix. Next, E is replaced by what? ON. Propanol is the IUPAC name. Propanol is the IUPAC name. Next, its common name is acetone. Its common name is acetone, or you can write dimethyl, or you can write dimethyl ketone. You can write dimethyl ketone. Clear? So next example. CH3, CHO, CH2, CH3. Correct? So this is the complex. Sorry, this is the organic compound. So name it. What is the rule? Select the longest chain. Select the longest chain and number it from that side where the substituent, where the functional group should get a least number. Substituent should get a least number. So in this case, you should name it as 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? Functional group is at which side? Second number. If you name from right to left, it will get which number? Third number. So this is it means we are going against to the word rule. So naming is running from what? Moving from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? Now, what number of carbons will be what? 4. Bute. In a molecule, every carbon is having a what? Single bond. Carbon bond is what? Single bond. So butane. Yes. Now E is replaced by what? One. So butanol. butanol. At what position we have a carbonyl group? At what position we are having a carbonyl group? Second position. So I can write is our 2-butanol. 2-butanol or butane 2-ol. Both are correct. Next example. CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH2, CH3. Correct? So start numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again the molecule is again the organic compound is symmetrical. So you can number from any one side. Now you can number from any one side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what will be the naming? At what position we have a carbonyl group? Third position. So the name will be 3'. 5 carbons are there. So root word is what? Pint. A and ONE. It should end with the word ONE. So 3-pentanol is the name. Next one important compound is there. Benzene, C double bond O, CH3. Benzene, C double bond O, CH3. One side aryl group is present and another side alkyl group is present. So what is its name? Its name is what? Acetophenol. Acetophenol. So these are some examples for ketones. Clear? Next. Nature of carbonyl group. Nature of carbonyl group. Okay. Now, whether you take aldehyde or ketone, the nature of carbonyl group will be same, and the hybridization of carbon will be same, and alkyl is also not same. Now, take R. C double bond O, R. Okay. So this is our aldehyde or ketone. Aldehyde or ketone, correct? No. Whenever carbon is having a double bond, what will be the hybridization? Hybridization will be what? sp2. Now the okay. So this is important question for the what examination. You may expect the question that what is the hybridization of carbonyl carbon? What is the hybridization of carbonyl carbon? Correct. So carbon hybridization is sp2. It is having a double bond. So carbon hybridization is what? sp2. Hybridization is sp2. Okay. Now the bond angle between RCO. The bond angle RCO, RCR. So this bond angle is about 120 degree. Bond angle is 120 degree. Bond angle is 120 degree. Now there are 4. What is valency of carbon? 4 valency, correct? So out of 4 electrons, the 3 electrons are involved in which bonding? Sigma bonding. The 3 electrons are involved in which bonding? Making a sigma bond. 2 electrons are making a bond with the 2 alkyl groups or 2 hydrogen, and the 1 electron is making a sigma bond with the oxygen. And the 4th valence electron of a carbon, that is unhybridized p orbital of a carbon, makes a pi bond with the word oxygen. Are you getting? Out of 4 valence electrons of a carbon, 3 electrons are making which bond? Sigma bond, and 1 electron is making, that is 1 unhybridized p orbital of a carbon, making which bond? Pi bond. So these are the what? Sigma bonds. Here one will be what? Sigma bond, and other one will be what? Pi bond. So 3 sigma bonds and 1 pi bond will be present in the what? Aldehyde. This is in a general form. Okay. Next, 3 sigma bonds and 1 pi bond will be present. Next. Now this carbonyl group of aldehyde or ketone is polarized. Which bond it is? It is a what? Polarized one. What it means? Now carbonyl carbon, the bond between oxygen is what? Polar bond. The bond between carbon and oxygen is a what? Polar. This polarity is due to more electronegativity of oxygen compared to what? Carbon. Are you getting? The bond between carbon and oxygen is which bond? Polar bond. Polar covalent bond. Clear? Now this bond is, this polarity is due to more electronegativity of oxygen compared to what? Carbon. When oxygen is being more electronegative means the pi electron which is loose, which is having a what? Weak bond. The pi bond electrons can be pulled towards which atom? Oxygen atoms. When oxygen is pulling the pi electron towards itself, at that time carbon can have a what? Partial positive charge and oxygen can have a what? Partial negative charge. Are you getting? The bond between carbon and oxygen is polar bond, polar covalent bond. The polarity is due to more electronegativity of oxygen compared to what? Carbon. Because of more electronegativity of oxygen, the pi electrons are pulled towards which atom? Oxygen atom, so that it can have a partial negative charge on oxygen and partial positive charge on a carbon. So we know about the what? Electrophile and nucleophile, correct? So what is electrophile? Positively charged species are said to be what? Electrophile. Then what is nucleophile? Negatively charged species are said to be what? Nucleophile. In a carbonyl aldehyde or ketone, the carbonyl carbon is acting as a what? Electrophile. This is carbonyl group. Carbonyl carbon acting as a what? Electrophile, electrophilic center. And here oxygen will act as a what? Nucleophile and nucleophilic center. Are you getting? So this is the nature of the carbonyl group. Hybridization is sp2. Bond angle is 120 degree. 3 sigma bonds and 1 pi bond will be present. And the bond between carbon and oxygen is what? Polar bond. Because of more electronegativity of oxygen. So when the oxygen is being more electronegative, it can move the pi electron towards itself, so that oxygen gets negative charge and carbon gets positive charge. Clear? Now this carbonyl carbon acts as a electrophilic center and oxygen will act as a what? Nucleophile. So this is about the nature of carbonyl group.